Hi, in this video, we'll take a look at how to solve an equation by completing the square. We'll take a look at all the steps necessary in detail. Let's take a look at our example. X squared plus 4x equals 21. First thing you want to do is take a look at the coefficient of x squared, meaning the number in front of it. If there is no number, it means it is 1. We want the coefficient to be 1. Otherwise, if it's any other number than 1, even a negative in front of it, there are additional steps that we must take. But that's a topic for another video. Next thing we want to do is make sure that the constant, a number without the variable, is on the other side. All the terms containing x should be on the left-hand side and the number on the right-hand side. Now we can start the process of completing the square. We are going to start with a number in front of x, in this case 4. We'll take 4 divided by 2 and then square it. This means always take the number in front of x, divided by 2 and square it. In our case, 4 divided by 2 is 2. Let's square it to get 4. Now let's take a look at what to do with this 4. In the next step, I'm going to write the equation with plus an empty space on the left-hand side and plus an empty space on the right-hand side. What goes in the empty space? 4 goes here and also here. Remember, whatever we do to the left-hand side, we must do the same to the right-hand side. If we're adding 4 to the left-hand side, we must add 4 to the right-hand side. We have to make sure both sides are equal. Changing the left-hand side must require also changing the right-hand side. We can go ahead and factor the left-hand side. How do we factor left-hand side? We're going to look at the constant, the number without an x. And we're going to look for 2 factors of 4, meaning 2 numbers when multiplied together will give us 4. But also when we add them together, we should get this number in front of x, which is also 4. For example, 2 times 2 gives us 4, and 2 plus 2 is also 4. So the left-hand side, we're going to factor it the following way. X plus 2 times x plus 2. So now we have the following. X plus 2 squared on the left-hand side. The 2 in the exponent here means x plus 2 times x plus 2. On the right-hand side, we get 25 because 21 plus 4 is 25. Now we can proceed with solving for x. Notice we have 2 in the exponent. How do we get rid of that 2 in the exponent? Well, we'll take the square root of both sides. Remember, whatever we do on the left, we must do the same on the right. So let's take the square root of both sides. Why are we taking the square root? Notice there is no number here, which means the number is 2. We just don't write it. Now this 2 matches this 2. Therefore, when we take the square root of the left-hand side, we'll get x plus 2 as our result. On the right-hand side, we have plus or minus in front of the square root sign. Why do we use plus or minus? Well, let's see an example why we actually need to put plus or minus there. Let's let's say we have x squared equals 9. For which value of x is x squared equal to 9? Well, when x is 3, squaring 3 will give us 9. And when x is -3, squaring -3 will also give us 9. -3 times -3 is +9. So we get two answers, +3 and -3. Therefore, this is the reason why we have to use plus or minus. Now let's continue with our example. On the left-hand side, we just get x plus 2. On the right-hand side, we get plus or minus square root of 25 is 5. Because we have plus or minus here, we'll split this equation into two separate equations. One where x plus 2 equals 5, and the other one where x plus 2 equals -5. And now we'll solve each of these for x. This one here, we'll move 2 to the other side by subtracting 2 on both sides, and we get x is equal to 3. For this one, we'll also subtract 2 from both sides, and we get that x is equal to -7. So we have two solutions, x equals 3 and x equals -7. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more.